Hi guys, welcome to Wrestletainment and my first episode back. So originally we're going to talk about the WWE Melbourne show that just got announced, the Super Showdown. 100,000 people. It's going to be like WrestleMania down in Melbourne instead of over in America. Oh, who's this here? Special guest.
How's it going?
Hey,
How's it going? Hi guys.
fancy seeing him here.
Yeah.
Mr. SBW himself.
Weird surrounding, but yeah, I'll invite myself to this.
Yeah. Yeah, so welcome and so the WWE Melbourne show, Superstar Showdown, the Super Showdown in Melbourne at the MCG, 100,000 people. It's going to be like a WrestleMania for quite a few people, especially ones that can't go to America for that. You got Undertaker vs Triple H as the main event, Michaels, Angle, Big Show, and there's probably still more to be announced. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've got my flights already. Just waiting for the tickets to go on sale June 28th. And yeah, that's about it really. What about you? Do you think you'll go?
At this time, I'm still a bit undecided whether I'm going to go to the WWE event. There's a few reasons. One being that I've already attended 3 big events for myself earlier this year.
And what was that?
The first one was New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that was in February. In March I attended World Series of Wrestling, and that one was in Penrith. And the last one I had overseas was Progress featuring PWA in Sydney.
So you've already done quite a bit, so
Yeah,
it's understandable if you don't go to the Melbourne one. Yeah.
but I'll be hoping for a safe trip for yourself and anyone else that's going up over to Melbourne as well. Have a good time, a safe trip. Who knows? I may be there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
You went to NZWPW this weekend?
Yep. Last Friday I was unfortunate, but I was around the Wellington region on Friday, and I saw a post on Wrestling New Zealand, which is the page that you moderate, and Rusty put a message about WPW happening over in the Hutt Valley, and I decided to go over.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Got to hold one of the titles?
Yeah.
One that I haven't held yet?
Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of one up on you.
Yeah, at the moment. My
to
nearest competitor to the New Zealand Wrestling Championship
Ooh.
later.
I don't know about a competitor. I don't think I'm worthy enough.
Oh, whatever.
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll get the opportunity
to hold that
a
one. Yeah.
distinguished WPW title.
Yeah. So how was the event anyway?
For myself, I really enjoyed the WPW show. In the background story, my first ever New Zealand independent wrestling show that I ever attended was NZWPW at the old Hair Tour gym. It featured guys like Tycade, there was an Adam guy, Axel, who's the current WPW champion at the moment. He was there as well.
Yep.
And that was probably about 10 years ago, and yeah, the show that I attended was really good.
See, the Rough Guts was there, I think?
Rough Guts wasn't there, but
Oh,
I
wasn't it?
believe that when I first went to my first NZWPW show, I'm pretty sure Rough Guts was
Was
there.
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's better than ever, really. He's UCW champion and
Yeah.
eventing all around the country. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm enjoying seeing what Rough Guts is doing here around Christchurch area and UCW.
Yeah.
I hope you guys look after him. You know he's from the Hurricanes country. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah. What else happened at that show?
What was really cool was being in shooter Shane Sinclair's backyard, I guess you could say. Seeing him outside of SPW was really cool because at SPW he's kind of that heel kind of wrestler in SPW, and being in his territory and seeing him kind of like a face, it was a cool experience.
Oh, yeah.
And a different experience to be rooting for
Yeah.
shooter Shane Sinclair is a face, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. One match, there was quite a few matches that I enjoyed. One of them was Misty. She's a female wrestler who's been around for a while.
Yeah, she was in UCW for a bit, yeah.
Yep, so she had a match and I thoroughly enjoyed her match. they had a tag team match. There was the Wainui Express. Shout out to Wainui. Hurricanes country, yeah. Pretty weird, yeah. Yeah. So, don't worry about it. He gets home ground advantage, that's why. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed Wainui Express's match. They had an awesome tag team, WPW. At the moment, they're currently trying to get their tag division going again, and I think they're going to do really well in the tag division. Yeah. From what I saw from Wainui Express, the Hair Tour Cup, which was before that match, that was a very good, excellent show that I saw for myself. And the main event was the NZWPW champion Axel versus shooter Shane Sinclair, and Sinclair won. Then the Dreamcatcher had to leave NZWPW, and well, if you've checked out NZWPW or maybe even on Wrestling New Zealand, you would have seen that Shane Sinclair came out with the win, and after the matches got to mingle with some of the wrestlers, and it was just an awesome experience. So to the guys who looked after me at NZWPW, thank you so much.
Yeah, so the next subject we'll talk about probably is my title chase around all the New Zealand wrestling belts.
This is my turn to do the whole, I'll get something from here.
Yeah, so obviously I've had the pleasure of the wrestlers letting me hold the SPW, the APW, the UCW and the IPW championships, and so obviously I've got 4 more federations, soon to be 5 I guess when Asylum Pro launches in August in Christchurch, but until then there's Hughes Academy, which I'm going to go on the 28th of July, so attend my first show for Hughes Academy and also hold their title. And then also
NZWPW, baby.
Yeah, and then after the Hughes Academy in July and that, I'm probably looking to go to Maniacs United and PWE, both in September, to attend my first shows for both of them and hold their titles. And then possibly Power Play for NZWPW in November. And then sign off, and pretty much that would be the last title to hold, and then I would have held all the championships, and just obviously for in the past and for the future, I just want to thank all the federations, past and to come, for letting me hold those titles. It's a pleasure, and it's great for me to be a fan, and you let me do that, so thank you for that.
And I've just got a question for you, if you don't mind. Is there any particular wrestlers in those promotions that you're really keen to see for the very first time, or to see again?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, yeah.
Will
Something
Cutting.
like a Will Cutting. Yeah, I've heard a bit about him. Also Graham Hughes, obviously, is one of the big names in New Zealand wrestling, but I've never had the chance to see him live in person, so that'll be pretty cool. Seeing how he runs his show, plus also if he performs on that show, seeing what he's like. I think I've seen Frankie once wrestle, probably in Christchurch, but that'll be cool to see her again. Seeing that Scarlett is coming out of retirement for that event that I'm going to, so that's pretty cool to see. Yeah, I think there's a few guys like Spencer and a few others that I've sort of seen on a lot of statuses on Facebook, but never had the chance to see yet. So yeah, I mean at this stage I'll just see a focus on the Hughes and sort of get to see some of them for the first time, and then maybe in future episodes I'll sort of reflect more on Maniacs and PWE and NZWPW for like meeting those wrestlers and seeing them perform. But you do get the majority of like James Shaw, Rough Guts, and a lot of those that do travel around the country. Charlie Roberts, I think people like that, you know, then that's awesome that they travel around the country. It gets their name exposed in all territories, which is pretty cool. So it'll be good to see them again as well.
Oh, sorry, just speaking about the different New Zealand wrestling promotions that are out there now, there's quite a few.
I think there's 8 at the moment, soon to be 9 with the Silent Pro.
So my question for you, Sean, if you don't mind, is...
I do mind.
It's alright, I've got one title on you. So don't worry about the Crusaders 8 titles you were telling me about. I've got one title on you.
Yeah.
Let's not go New Japan. Let's not go Progress.
No.
But what do you see as the future for New Zealand wrestling, independent wrestling? What do you see
As a whole?
the future? Yeah.
I mean,
All the tough questions. Guys.
yeah. I mean, they're currently all working. They're currently all sort of helping each other out in a way now. So you just sort of want that to continue and just get more exposure, whether that be like television programming on local TV stations or yeah, I don't know, maybe the old super show where some companies sort of join together and you have multiple titles on the line. Like, the potential's sort of endless. Like, it can only really grow.
Yeah.
Like with the social media and all that, can only get bigger, not worse. Like in my mind, anyway. So
And another question: what do you enjoy about New Zealand independent wrestling? Can you share with the audience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about New Zealand independent
Wrestling.
And New Zealand independent wrestlers?
Another joke question.
Sorry guys, this was only
come on,
this
this one,
3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like wrestling. I'm a wrestling fanatic basically. So any wrestling to see in person is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then to just go to the local wrestling, and obviously at times you might see someone. I didn't personally see her in person, I don't think, but like Evie, people would have seen Evie back in the IPW days, and look where she is now. So obviously there's always potential for you to go to local wrestling and see those wrestlers sometimes eventually go to MCW, Progress, New Japan, like Hanare, who appeared in APW in 2015, about a year and a half later, he's in New Japan.
And don't forget he came back to Christchurch.
Yeah, and I just saw him recently, so I mean there's that aspect where you can just go watch local wrestling to support the local wrestling companies, make them grow, and also you might see a superstar in the making, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
And probably the last topic for this stream would be SPW Southern Rumble coming up in a few weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
July.
Yeah, mid-July. Yeah. I'm going down on the Friday and coming back on the Sunday, so I'm sort of getting amped up early.
Yeah. So, what do you think will be the outcome with some of the matches that have been announced? For example, you have the hooligan Marcus Cool against the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. Who do you think would win that fight?
Yeah. Who do you think will win that fight?
I can't go against the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. I mean, I love supporting SPW guys, but when it comes to Will Ospreay, one of the best wrestlers, in my opinion, in the world right now. I'm going with the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, and I'm guessing with your look there, perhaps you're going with the hooligan Marcus Cool.
No.
You got a bit of a Marcus Cool.
Bull. No, I mean, I would support both really, but I'm a fan of Marcus Cool's, obviously, his character and the whole hooligan. No. I like all that, but I mean, like Will Ospreay's he's amazing. So I would hope for him to win for that match. Yeah. What other match? Babe Presley to Neil Dashwood.
Yeah.
I'd hope him for Babe Presley just for the home, just for that home feeling. That home ground feeling like of the win and the crowd celebrating. Yeah. Hopefully she's a face, not a heel.
Yeah. And for the audience out there, Sean, you were sharing with me a bit earlier about titles and about Bea Priestley obviously being the new Defiant champion.
Yeah.
If she brings the title, and I'll tell the audience if he's telling me the truth or not. If she brings the title, will you go after Bea Priestley's title? Tell the audience.
Will
tell
I wear her
people.
title?
Tell the truth. You don't have to like to make friends, Sean.
At this stage, probably not.
Why is that?
If I aim to sort of wear the women's titles of federations, I like to do it where there's like the main men's one and the main women's one, sort of as the thing. So I mean, it would only really work out if there's like the Defiant champion, which I think is Austin Aries. Is it, or is he? So I mean, unless he's coming to the Southern Rumble. Like it would be, that's generally my idea with the women's one.
Okay.
So maybe when I go to like Maniacs and Hughes and all that, that's what I'd be doing, the same thing. men's, women's, more of that equality. You know, we're all equal type thing. So that's my intention of that.
Okay.
Not so much just the women's one. I'm a male. So yeah, it's more about that.
Ooh. Carpine.
Yeah.
And
Is there any other matches for that so far?
Yep. Here's a question. Do you think Willpower will cash in at Summer Rumble?
Oh yes, he is not cashed in.
He's still there.
Yeah.
From what I've seen from the results, he's still got their briefcase.
Yeah.
It would be an excellent way to cash in if he does.
Yeah, on the biggest stage SPW's ever been on. Yeah. Has Jake and Moody got a match yet, or not at this stage? Not just yet.
You've caught me out. At the moment, I'm not too sure if he has.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
obviously,
he's going
after the Queenstown show, he's still the SPW champion.
So he's obviously going to have a match at their bigger show. So.
And also on the promotion for SPW, they've also got King Khan on the poster as well. Maybe he's going against King Khan.
Yeah, another one to sort of keep that rivalry going. So do I think he's going to cash in? I would hope so, actually. Yeah, it's the perfect event to do it at. Like, get your name out there even bigger than ever, and probably be streamed hopefully on online services for people to watch, maybe live or a bit delayed. So no, I think he'll try to. Yeah.
So if he cashes in, do you think he'll be successful?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I think he'll wait till if the match is over or either both of them are lying down. Yeah, maybe. I think he'd wait till it's completely everyone's flatlined, and then he'll take his. You know, he's a heel, so he'll take the advantage and get that title anyway he can. 'Cause a win's a win. So then he'll be the champ. Yeah.
Yep. And obviously, when we went to SPW Dunedin, Will Power's team was successful against Team T-Rex.
Yes.
Yep. So those 5 wrestlers
Are in the Rumble.
Automatically in the Summer Rumble. I read the results on SPW that Shooter Shane Sinclair defeated Hammer, which means that he's
in.
He's able to make the Summer
So if
Rumble.
he lost, he would have been stripped out of that Rumble.
Perhaps.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So out of those wrestlers and any potential wrestlers, I mean, they could add.
Yeah. We don't know. There's
more
still
wrestlers.
announcements to come.
Yeah. So even I don't know. Sorry, guys. Who do you think would
Could win the Southern Rumble.
I mean, last year, Will Ospreay announced that he was going into the Summer Rumble.
Yeah.
And was making himself number 1.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So there's all those potentials.
Yeah. How many years are they usually in the Southern Rumble?
To my poor remember, I believe it's usually 20.
20.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
SPW, please don't
Correct
shoot
him
me.
if that's the case.
Yeah, correct it down in the comment section down below. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably 20. Yeah, and you got to imagine there's still over half the field to be announced. I'm going to go from the names already announced.
Yeah.
Charlie Roberts. Yeah, Charlie Roberts. I'll go for at this stage, unless there's some mega surprise names coming.
Yeah. Well, SPW they've surprised us before, and they've brought in other wrestlers. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wowee.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been to 2 events so far, I think. Southern Rumble will be the 3rd. I went to Fight Nights with Ospreay, Dunedin, and now the Southern Rumble, so I'm loving that. Spreading out more than just your local Christchurch stuff. I'm going to all the federations, and yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Then. That's it for the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's live stream, or if you're going to catch it tomorrow morning, maybe get more views then. Yeah, we'll catch you later and see you whenever we've got more material for another episode. That could be either me, or Michael and Bianca, or just Michael, whenever that happens. Yeah.
Or just the man himself.
Or just me.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a surprise tonight. It was good.
Yeah.
You're in Christchurch.
Yeah.
Canterbury colours.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Hurricanes. Yo. If you're a Hurricane supporter, write down Hurricanes down there in the comment section down below.
Catch you later.